Why hello there, zombie slayers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, King of Louisville, episode 40, Tubthumping. I swear, the audio engineers for this game added zombie whisper growl noises to the high winds. You're not going to convince me otherwise. That wind completely sounds like zombies growling, at least to me. Before I go any further with this walkway, I'm going to want to secure the other building so that I'm not creating a way for zombies to attack me. There we go. We've got our door and our walkway. What can I do about his unhappiness? Smoke some cigarettes. I'll read a book. Read a comic. And he's fine. Mushroom soup and pineapple. An absolutely horrid combination. So the next book queuing up in my list of readings will be Metalwork 3. And I'll probably want to try to get that read as much as I can before demoing any more of the apartment buildings. But I do want to finish up the farming book, so I'll do a little reading out here. Now look at that, I'm getting hypothermic. Slightly. Not enough that it concerns me. So tomorrow I'm going to continue the Southwest Bridge. I'm not going to leave that project, like, partially done. That seems not fair. But I'll be putting up a poll about what to work on the following day. So we've got add a bathroom, go on a coffee run, make a radish farm, add light to the base, build an outpost in the fenced area, let me pause real quick so I'm not wasting daylight. We have also got steel art from the museum. Clear out a landmark with guns. Forage for meds. And add railings. 2 catwalks. Big long list. There it is. Thank you for suggesting stuff, and get voting. So the next order of business is to make sure that anyone in the adjacent building can't get to the second floor, and then to fully clear out the second floor so that there's no risk of intrusions in that way. How's my weight? 79. Let's work on that. I'm gonna do a box of cereal and choco cakes and crackers, gummy bears, more gummy bears, gummy worms, gummy bears. Oh, I'm getting really hungry now. Jelly beans, more jelly beans, more jelly beans, and jujubes. I hope Louis knows a little bit of dentistry here, or has toothbrush, toothpaste, floss, mouthwash, because he's gonna have very few teeth eating the way he eats. Hard to tell what's going on with the terrain here, like where the wall is. Oh, there it is. So now I've connected a balcony or causeway, walkway, whatever, to the adjacent building. I'll bust that fence so I don't have to hop it. And now what I need to do is to remove access from the first floor to the second floor, and then make sure that the second floor is all cleared out so that this new area is secured. Which is rather easy to do because it's just one stairwell here. But there's also parts of this facility here that have a second floor. So I'm going to want to probably build a causeway to use the second floor. It'll make more sense once I have access to it. But there's parts of the building over here have a second story as well. I'll remove the floating railings too. Just looks a little bit nicer. Alright, so now that stairwell can't be used to exploit and gain access to my base. Let's clear this place out a little bit more. This is all just because we're in perfect potato. These are all just rotted potatoes. But obviously this can yield a whole lot of planks. We're building. So where are the other stairwells to the second floor so I know where to connect? Actually, does it have a second floor? Let me. Yeah, it does. I just don't know where the stairwell is. So let's find the stairwell. It's not going to be in a bathroom. Oh, is this a bathroom? Oh, maybe this isn't. Is this a stairwell? No, it's a locker room. Yeah, maybe the wood walkway was more expensive, but one of the benefits of the wood walkway that a stairwell wouldn't have offered is it allows me to see zombies that are hugging the walls of my base, giving me a little bit more security as like a lookout area. All right, you guys have voted, so what did you vote for? It's a tie. Light in bathrooms. So we'll do a little bit of a tiebreaker. Or maybe do both. Yeah, I'll do both. Oh, does it not have a stairwell? Maybe it just has like an elevator or something. Because elevators don't functionally work in the game. I'm going to cheat here and look at the map. I don't actually see a stairwell. Yeah. No, I think the offices are just 2 stories high. So I have access to the balcony, and that's as good as it's going to get. Just tall rooms. Yeah, exactly. All right, so then I'm going to want to add my own stairs, which requires a lot of wood. So that the bridge that I just built is useful in some way. Because then I'll have access to the roof of the Perfect Potato factory. And that gives me a lot of additional square footage for like escape routes and stuff like that. Plus, this is all good grinding up my carpentry experience. For the stairs, it's what, 15 wood, I think? Yep, 15 planks. Got 9 of 15. Wouldn't a walkway from my roof be cheaper? Yeah, it would. But I also like the balcony. The advantage of the balcony access that I have is it overlooks the front gate. So if I have what sounds to be like a horde at my gates, I can see them and have visual confirmation rather easy. I could do both, if you want to propose that as a goal. I'm not against redundancy. I think that's 15. Yep. Now is not a good time to fight me, as I am so encumbered. Push! Alright, whatever. Just bash your brains out. I hear more. Fighting this encumbered is like in slow-mo. It's pretty funny to watch. That's neat that I can see the door. Sort of. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to close off this alleyway as well. Knowing the zombies could break their way in, but it would give me a little bit more security to get down to the base floor if I put like a gate here. So the stairs won't face a sensible direction, but that's fine. There we go. And that gets me up to the roof. So if I wanted, I could add a bridge to gap these 2 roofs together. Totally reasonable to add that in as well. But now, I have like almost a city block of roofs interconnected through catwalks and gangplanks. So that's pretty cool. Hey! Sir Capella, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, dude. Happy to raid you from a while back. It's going pretty good. Getting a lot done in the old PZ. I think so, Catherine. I think I will take your advice and add the top gangways. And then also railings on them, because knowing me, I'm just going to fall. Break myself. I know me too well. I'm as reckless as they come. I'm also trying to gain a little bit of weight, so I'm just eating a bunch of chips. Falling is easy to do. Yeah, I spent like 5 hours in stream, last stream and the stream before, with a broken shin, having fallen. So it's something I really want to avoid if possible. One of the other advantages of this roof access is the western tip of this roof might be 75 tiles away from where I live, meaning that it might be trappable. I'm pretty sure that the northern tip of the ready prep actually probably fulfills that. So let me move the let me remove the traps and actually put them where I might actually get some nibbles. Because when I placed those traps down, I was being lazy and I was like, I'm just gonna put them far away. So I'm gonna harvest the cabbage so that I can bait the traps. And then place the traps in the tip of the ready prep. One of the reasons I don't particularly love trapping is the amount of time it takes to repair traps, to sew, to put, bait on traps and to rearm them and all that. It's pretty labor intensive, and it requires a considerable amount of your day. Which is fine if you have a lot of time, but, if you don't want to waste your time like that, it's kind of annoying. Same could be said for farming. Farming takes a long time. It's a heavy labor investment. Oh, thanks for the sub, too. What have you been streaming lately? Have you been streaming, a bunch? A variety? New games? Old games? Variety. Is there a game that's coming out soon that you're looking forward to? And I have to... Oh, God. I should have used the walk to command. This is still super sketch, because there's no railings. And we all know how I broke my shin, doing exactly what I just did now. I'm going to guess that this is probably far enough away from where I live to yield rats or something. Let's stick some traps up here. Birds. I don't know. Diablo 4? Yeah, I have a friend from high school that's really excited for Diablo 4, and it sounds good, but Diablo in recent years has been overwhelmingly disappointing. With like Diablo M, which was a cash grab, pay-to-win nightmare. Like true and honest nightmare, no exaggeration at all. And then a lot of the other Diablo IP, like Overwatch 2 is, well, I mean, we all know what Overwatch 2 is. It's Overwatch 1, then it's not any different. So yeah, I've just, my point being, I've just been really disappointed in a lot of the Activision Blizzard IP releases. So it sounds really good on paper, but there's a lot of ways for AAA companies to screw up their games by, if you look back, because I was not really a Diablo 3 player because what they did to Diablo 3 really put me off. But like Diablo 3 sounded really good on paper, and then through slightly more close analysis, you quickly realize that their real life auction house mixed in with a terribly unreliable loot mechanic made for a completely pay-to-win, not a completely, but a largely pay-to-win game. Maybe that was accidental, to their credit, I think Real Life Auction House plus their really stingy loot systems weren't exactly intended, but the net result was they designed a pay-to-win game that people hated. That like a huge portion of the player base despised. So my point is that everything on paper for Diablo 4 sounds good, but it only requires a few factors to be tampered with for the game to sound good and be awful. Be absolutely atrociously awful. Yeah, D3 launch was rough. It's excellent now. Yeah, I think Reaper of Souls. I watched actually a TED Talk from the Diablo development. I forget exactly who was involved in the TED Talk, but the TED Talk, the TLDR of the TED Talk was that it was some Diablo employees, higher ups, sort of analyzing as like a post-mortem of like what went wrong with the D3 launch and how they tried to correct it with the Reaper of Souls DLC. That essentially it was like the Real Life Auction House plus loot scarcity and being really stingy with loot was really ruined the player's experience with Diablo 3, and they tried to remedy it with a lot more reliability so that you get loot that you want. And it seems like with the Diablo 4 mechanics, with the way that you can imbue epics and legendaries and all that, that they're trying to make it so that it's not like a loot grind. But I don't know. It's one of those things like I don't buy into the hype until the actual launch, because there's so much room for it to be disappointing. And I'd rather be pleasantly surprised than expectedly disappointed. So tomorrow, I'm going to be adding a bathroom and lighting, but also I want to finish off the bridge. So finish the top bridge, add lighting, and a bathroom. Cool. That might be doable one day. Because I'll just go over to the adjacent complex, grab a toilet and a shower, or a bathtub, grab a bunch of wood. What do I like to do in PZ? I really like sandbox games with replayability. And PZ is exactly that. Make up your own goals. There's a ton of mods for a crazy high amount of replayability. So, it's definitely my jam. Oh, actually, chat, I lied. I did mention that I wanted to read the Metalwork book before doing any more demoing. So, I'm going to do that instead. But I'll just race through it with time warping. But yeah, what I really like about Project Zomboid is the challenge of the game is very customizable to your own preferences, which is something I always look for in games, because I don't believe that I don't believe good games are like a one-size-fits-all. Everybody has their own skills and ability to take on different levels of difficulty. So my favorite games are ones that don't have just like one generic damage slider of like easy, medium, hard, but like a lot of different ways to make it harder or easier depending on personal preference. So that's something I really like about Zomboid, is there are more difficulty options in Zomboid than there are atoms in the universe. Like, for real. I'm not exaggerating. There's like 100 different options. So it's like 100 factorial of ways to change Zomboid's difficulty. So that's one thing I really like about Zomboid, is it's so easily customizable to your own personal experiences. And then, of course, any game that has a lot of replayability means that it incorporates Steam Workshop. And Zomboid is not any different. it has like a bajillion different ways to custom tailor its experience with all the player mods. So one of the goals that you guys all saddled me with is that I add light. One of the issues about adding light, however, is that the lights that I've been finding, these outdoor lights, have to be plopped on walls. So that doesn't really work so well for the farm up top, because it would need like a flood lamp. So I'll be looking for flood lamps. But at least these two oval lighting I can add to the garage doors to illuminate the immediate exit, because that was a vulnerability point of not having good light here. So tonight that should be well illuminated, so that nothing can sneak up on me. Your dedicated server has over 100 mods? Yeah, and they work pretty well. I mean, one complaint I have of Zomboid is it's made in Java, and Java's not exactly the most robust. So there's a lot of parts of Zomboid that are not optimized and sort of unoptimizable due to the fact that it uses Java, right? Like driving around high speeds is absolutely horrid. You can't just speed demon pedal to the metal in Zomboid without absolutely wrecking yourself in the most tragic way possible, you know? So there's a lot about Zomboid that, like, if there was ever a Project Zomboid 2, I'd be like, yeah, it needs to change this way. It can't use Java. Like, it shouldn't, because it doesn't run well. The worry, of course, is that, like, other engines would drive up its... would have its own problems. You know, if you use a really high graphics engine, then it's really hard to make art assets, and then you have a very limited game. You know, thinking of games like Zomboid, like, let's say, State of Decay 2, which is a game I play often, it's a lot higher graphics, but one of the problems with the higher graphics is then there's a lot less customizability, and it's a lot harder to mod for. So pixel graphic games like Zomboid are really easy for the player base to make their own creations, because it doesn't require you to be like a graphic artist or a 3D modeler or anything like that. It's much easier. You can just slap things together, you know, in pixels. And then also the mods that you install aren't going to be like gigabytes large, which helps as well. Jesus, Tusk, you can't scare me like that. I mean, you can, and you are, but... Did I read the book? I didn't read the book, but right now, I'm just, I'm not actually breaking these down, I'm just uninstalling them. So I don't need to read the book for that. Ooh, got the bath. It's like one of the... I've heard the complaint for, like, RimWorld, for instance, that it's, like, too lo-fi. You know, it's too simple graphics for people to really get into. Which is a fair critique, right? It doesn't look like a modern game. But if it had any higher graphics, the amount of mods on the workshop would be... Divide that by 1,000. Or at least by a few hundred. So I'd much rather have a game with 27,000 mods than a game with higher graphics. I am going to make my bathroom over here. Oh, actually, there's a problem with that. If I put the bathroom here, above this is the arcade. So I'm going to put the bathroom here, but I'm going to have to move the arcade above. There's the bathtub. I don't need a lot of privacy because there's not another human being on the planet, as far as I'm concerned. Toilet. I don't have a shelf for the sink. So I'm going to try to just shove the sink into the food shelf for now. So I did mention that now that I actually have like a bathroom, I know it doesn't have plumbing. It's not hooked up. But I'm going to read the Metalwork book before I plumb it up. Sitting in the rain. Don't I have a sink or water fountain downstairs? I do, but it's not part of the bathroom, and it was voted that I make a bathroom, so... Just because I already have a sink doesn't make it a bathroom sink, it just makes it a sink. No, don't. There we go. Lou is being a little dense. I'm glad I have a waterproof arcade. Really comes in handy. I will get some toilet paper. Yep. You're right, I do need toilet paper, so... That is on my shopping list now. No, don't put it there. There we go. And a toilet brush and a plunger. Yeah, all the amenities of a bathroom I will shop for. So this will probably be a 2-day goal. I also need a poop knife. If you all know what a poop knife is, that's obviously a must-have. Given Louis' diet, there is no shortage of fiber in his diet. What's a poop knife? Never heard of a poop knife? It's a knife you use after you poo. It's a poop knife. It's a Reddit thing? Yeah, that would be the correct answer. The non-sass answer. The sass answer is, you know, sometimes when it don't flush good, you kind of need to chop it up like bratwurst. That's a poop knife. And now I'm sure that you're sorry that I explained it to you. Alright. Yeah, let's continue reading the metalwork before I do more apartment complex demolition. Glitch, what did you come back to? Well, you came back to the story of the poop knife. Your 8. What is my character build? That would be right here in the traits. Sorry, I missed your question from earlier. Oh, we're having a late night tonight. My farming's probably getting them pretty up there in levels now, too. I will ask for you all, if you're interested, to suggest other goals. because I'll have those goals above my head done pretty soon, so if you have new ones, propose them in the channel points. So I have 6 broccoli on me. I'll just freeze this cabbage. Now I believe I don't have any books for me to read. I am fully caught up on my education. I air smart. What I'm trying to say. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those boosted arrows. Thing of beauty. The next closest one will be carpentry. I'm actually pretty close to leveling up my carpentry, which is awesome. Oh, I forgot to check the garage door lighting. Sorry. I'll have to do that tomorrow. I'm refunding everyone's old goals, and I'm taking a new subset of new ones. So what's left is for me to build at least 1 rain barrel for the bathroom, and then to get like toilet paper plunger, that kind of stuff. And then also a, what's it called? I'm not an interior decorator. I'm lacking the vocabulary. Vanity. Get a vanity for the bathroom. And more wood. Oh, look at you wandering into my neighborhood. Wrong! Be gone. Miss Smushy Brain? Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. This might be edge migration right here. Because I visited this chunk too recently for it to be respawns. But this, where I'm standing right now, is the edge of the chunk. So I'm guessing this is just edge chunk migrants. Because I checked online, this curb right here is the edge of the chunk. So it goes out from this corner all the way up. I actually have it mapped. So the chunk that I live in is this here in the black arrows. And as you can see, the chunk adjacent to the southeast is right here. And then the gas station is in a separate chunk. So technically this corner here at this intersection is its own chunk. So it's really 4 chunks. It's like something like this. You know, if you wanted to be like meta and really reduce spawns, you could live in a building in the corner of 4 chunks and then patrol those 4 chunks often so that nothing respawns around you. And that would actually reduce your migration considerably. But if you fail to patrol those 4 chunks every 3 days, instead of having almost no respawns around you, you would have excess respawns around you. So, you know, it's not all good news to live at the edge. So back to my favorite apartment complex. What is it called? I don't even know. The Ducase? The Ducase Apartments. I feel like a letter fell off. No, there's not enough space. Just bad kerning. That's right. I called out your kerning. What are you going to do about it? So if I really wanted wood, I would be going to the perfect potato with all those crates. But because I also want to level up my metalworking a little bit, and well, that was convenient. Level up my metalworking, level up my carpentry, and get toilet accessories like toilet paper, tissues, plunger, brush, that kind of stuff, and also a vanity. I'm not going to find that in Perfect Potato. That's why I'm over here instead. I'm trying to deconstruct this in some sort of orderly fashion, so I'm a little bit more systematic about it. There's the plunger, antibiotics, toothbrush, rubber ducky. Bandages. Nice. And then I have a chance at the vanity as well. Which apparently is a trailer counter, but whatever. Looks the part. That's close enough for me. No, that's a mirror. Damn it. Well, I broke that one. The small mirror makes sense to have in a bathroom anyway, so I'll keep it. Oh, look at that. Carpentry 7, and we're getting 4 planks off of this thing now? That's a big change. From like the 1 planks that I've been getting recently. So zombie migration, I believe, happens like every day regardless of the weather. It's not like a rain only thing. It just is. It's a periodic thing that triggers like every night. Is it? So I just had all those zombies migrate just because that's what they do all the time. Oh, we got the counter. Nice. I have no space for more stuff, so let me head back. So in order to get back here, it is up the stairs and to the right. So with this wood that I've got, my plan is to make some rain barrels to plumb up the bathroom. So we'll have a bathroom. We've added lighting. I wouldn't mind more lighting, but I haven't found any lamps in this apartment complex. It's like people in this apartment complex don't believe in lamps for some reason. So I sort of doubt that I'll have the ability to get lamps if I continue shopping here. I forgot my order operations here. First thing, the vanity. Get the rain barrels up. I think I put them... Oh, there were some garbage bags here. That's wrong. Put them in the wrong spot. Garbage bags, as far as I'm concerned, is really only useful for rain barrels, which is... I mean, I guess they can haul stuff, but not nearly as efficiently as backpacks and the like. So I think a rain barrel in this spot can plumb to everything that's down there, but I'll set up another rain barrel here just for extra water because I had the material. And I'm not going to know if it's... I'll put a little bit of water in those to prime it so that I know that the plumbing works. I think I'm able to plumb it even if the rain barrels are empty though. And then I have a few extra planks for the bridge. Maybe not the rail to the bridge, but now that I'm carpentry 7, the floors that I make are going to look glorious, which is nice. So two of the fence. Railings are pretty expensive. So That's why I haven't railed up all the catwalks unless it gets voted on. The compost is 14% full. Compost takes forever. For better or for worse, it's just the way the game works. It is a very, very time-intensive thing. It's something that you'd normally just set and forget. Where's that plunger? There it is. So toothbrush. Let me get the sink in. And then I'll go grab the... Oh. It's like, sorry, you can't place this here because you have a plunger and a toothbrush. Oh, I need a pipe wrench. I'm an idiot. Never mind, I read that wrong. I was going to need a pipe wrench anyway to plumb it all up. Plumb sink. Nice. Plumb toilet. And I don't think the rain barrel is close enough to the bathtub. So I'm going to need one more rain barrel up top, or I could move the rain barrel. That might work. It might screw up the plumbing. Oh, did you break it? You built it, but then you broke it. Oh, that's a shame. I'll have to get more wood. It's going to be hard to know if it's plumbed up until there's water in it, but that's fine. The start of a bathroom. In fact, I'll even keep the pipe wrench in there, because that's a pretty reasonable thing to have in your bathroom. In real life. Like, if you ever have a leak, you can fix it. Little life pro tip. Know where your emergency water shutoff is in your house. Pretty good tip, I think. It is late in the day, but I think there's enough time for me to make one more rain barrel. If I have the bags. I do have a blue-haired friend on the roof, yeah. That's David. If I recall correctly, the riding helmets are... No, never mind. I thought they had good insulation, but clearly not. So if I want another rain barrel, 4 planks. All right. So for tomorrow, I'm going to have you guys vote on what to work on. So what to work on Oct 14th. Safety railings. Coffee run. Steel art. Outpost in the fenced area. Add storage to the base. Collect more generators. And that reminds me, I need to repair and refuel the generator that we have. Add a mini bar. And improve kitchen with freezers. All right. Thank you for suggesting stuff. Have you guys vote on that? Well, I get... I actually want 8 wood. Because I want 4 wood for the railings and then 4 wood for the 4 wood for the rain barrel. So 8 planks. Very sketchy fast forwarding time in an unsecured area in the dark. Does that stop me? No. No, it doesn't. Got 6 of 8. Here we go. Done. Bet y'all want me to have a headlamp, huh? Here you go, buddy. Is the, oh man, the Yoda streamer cam has been frozen this whole time, huh? It's redeemable now, sorry. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, King of Louisville, which originally streamed live on Twitch March 2nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow zombies layers,